Yo, what is going on? Good morning, this is Andrew, ZERODRAWDREW, Pip Catchers Administration. Welcome back to another video. If you're new to the channel, like this, subscribe to the channel, so I can continue to keep putting these fucking videos out every single fucking day. As you can see, I haven't posted a video in 4 fucking weeks, because I just want you to smash that goddamn like button, and fucking like this, subscribe, share, and let's get it. Alright, so we're here with a weekly analysis, guys. Like I said, like this, subscribe, if you want to see these fucking videos, because as you can see, I will go disappear for a fucking month, alright? Well, let's get into it, right? So we're going to start with gold. We're here with the weekly analysis, right? So we're just going to go over gold real quick. So as you can see, what happened with gold, we dropped through that fucking crown pattern that I've been talking about, in the weekly analysis videos, that I just asked you guys to fucking hit that like button, okay? Look at this. Come on. Come on. I called most of this shit, bro. Look. Thousands of fucking pips for free. Smash that damn like button, bro. Go back if you want to fucking see the track record, bro. I ain't making this shit up, okay? So that's what happened then. We're talking about now, right? So gold dropped overall. As you can see, we dropped through the support levels. But now, one thing I do notice is we took out that liquidity level at that 1752 support level, as you can see right there, right? So when you look at the daily chart, that is that same support level on the daily chart. As you can see, price finally started to slow down. So that's what you really want to wait for. You want to wait for price to drop and then slow down at a level, before the next move even sets up. So what's happening, right? We're rejecting that 52 level. I do think that all seller liquidity is taken, so there is a chance that, we do start to turn around with gold overall. But looking at the hourly chart right now, we don't have any price action to go off of to look for that buy opportunity. So seller liquidity is taken on the daily chart. It's just not setting up on the hourly chart, so you might need to wait a little bit longer before that buy opportunity does set up, or this thing could just keep dropping, right? I wouldn't want to sell it at these levels. Normally when I see something like this, you just need to wait for price action kind of set up. That way it'll give us our next move. Or if you have to fucking trade gold right away, right, wait for a session, London session, New York session, whatever the hell you want to trade, and then kind of react to one of the levels listed here. But like I said, overall with gold, we are in that daily range, so there's really nothing to look for right now, right? So that is gold. We're going to go to the next one. Euro USD. So one thing I do notice, everything against the US dollar, right, pretty much plummeted off the map, right? And we are, we pretty much took seller liquidity across the board, everything with the dollar. So I do think that a reversal is looking to happen very soon. The markets are very uncertain right now. The fear index is super fucking high, so no one's trying to buy because everything dropped. But the psychology of it is everyone should be looking for opportunities to do against whatever, right? So Euro USD, like gold, everything dropped through seller liquidity level, right? That seller liquidity level on that weekly chart is at that 1.02040 resistance level, which is that level right there. So as you can see, we dropped through that. So now sellers are pretty much interested, but sellers are interested, right? Retail sellers, right? I'm not a retail, well, I am technically a retail seller, but I like to trade in a institutional fashion. So one thing I do notice is seller liquidity is fucking grabbed below that 1.02040 resistance. So I'm not going to be looking for sell opportunities. I'm going to be looking for fucking buy opportunities, right? So looking at the daily chart, as you can see, we were dropping, and then we got this wick right here, right? So if you zoom out with Euro USD, there is no price action to really work with over here, right? So what you want to do is kind of zoom out even further. So you go out to the weekly chart, boom, I still don't see any price action, right? So we're going to go to that level right there, which is that 02 level, right? And go back to the daily chart and see where it is. So pretty much you want to, if we don't have price action there, maybe we could look for price action there at that 1.01450 support, which is that level right there. And if you go onto the hourly chart, boom, we got that inverted like crown pattern forming. All buyer liquidity is at these resistance levels. There's a trend line right there, so that trend line and the resistance level above there, that's where all buyer liquidity is, which is right there. Which, to be honest with you, with this, with that weekly seller liquidity, I do think we're going to start to push back up to these highs overall. So looking at this, all seller liquidity is below this 1.01440 support level and this trend line. So what I would do to look for buy opportunities is I would one, wait for a session. Two, I'd wait for bears to get trapped probably below here, and then I'd wait for price to come back in and then smash the buy up to one of the levels listed, right? Whatever the hell you are disciplined to hold to, boom, go for it. But remember, there is no bias, so you just really want to wait for a session and react to the levels. Play it by day, measure your risk reward, get 2 to 1, 3 to 1, and just fucking move on. Keep this shit simple, guys. Only risk 1 to 2% of your fucking account. That way, you got 100 fucking tries and you don't blow everything on one fucking trade. And if you fucking win 6 out of 10 trades, at the end of the week, you might just be profitable if you don't emotionally fuck yourself. So, that's that, okay? Just had to say that, right? People think they gotta win every fucking trade. No. Just gotta win more than you fucking lose. That's it. Keep the fucking losses small and boom. Boom, boom, boom. For example, when I trade during these sessions. You could watch some of my weekly, my live calls. You can see exactly how I fucking trade. But usually I'm only risking 3 to 5 pips and I'm aiming for 15 to 50. So think about it. I could lose that trade fucking 9 times, for example. I could lose that trade 9 times, right, and lose 45 pips. I hit 150 pip trade, boom, those 9 losses never happened, right? So guys, you got to start to think like that, and that's when things start to get interesting in the game, right? So next, GBPJPY, GBPJPY on the weekly chart, we got this wick right here, this doji candle, so it is indecisive. One thing I do notice is we closed below this 163.950 support level, which is right here. So technically seller liquidity is grabbed, and I think, remember, nothing is guaranteed, guys, so don't hold me to this, but I do think that we want to squeeze through this 950 level to the upside, right? I really think it wants to squeeze to the upside. But there is no bias on the weekly chart. We are indecisive overall. Come to the daily chart, as you can see, we dropped through that support level, and now we're looking to push back up into it, right? So we do want to react to the levels and kind of play it by day, but if you zoom out, on the daily chart, we got this inverted like crown pattern, so we can technically start to push up, right? If you look at the hourly chart now, we got this inverted crown within the inverted crown, so yeah, we can start to push up. So if you want to break it down even further, right, to look for this move, technically I would wait for a session first and then kind of play it by day, right? So if you, this is how I mark up, guys. So here we'll just do a quick little markup. So what I would do if I was looking for this trade, right? If I was looking for this trade, it looks like it wants to break out now, honestly. But if I was looking for this trade, I would wait for a session, and I would kind of wait for this thing to drop in like this, and then come back out, and then look for that buy opportunity. Once it drops in and comes back out, then it might be good. But if you look at over here, we could see potential bear traps to that level, at that 030 support level over there. Also looking at that level over there, you could look for bear traps to that level, and even that right shoulder right there. So we can technically drop down to this 050 right shoulder. But guys, this is what I'm saying. Like, I have all these levels marked up. The key to this is to really wait for the session, trade in the overall direction, and just react to one of the levels that you see, right? That are reacting during the session with the momentum, if that makes sense, right? Because when you're trading during a session, like London, New York session, you're trading with the momentum, so it's going to react to one of these levels listed, right? Okay, so that's that. That's GBPJPY. Last but not least, GBPUSD. And the reason why I really do think that, you know, a turnaround is going to happen pretty soon is because everything is kind of lining up, if that makes sense. If we look at your GBPUSD, right, you zoom out, look, we are at historic fucking lows right now with GBPUSD. How much lower can this thing go? Really? No, really, how much lower can this thing go? Unless it's the end of the world, right? It can't go much lower, honestly. Unless it's the end of the world and everything goes to fucking zero, then yeah, this thing could keep dropping. But honestly, we're at a level where, you know, things are going to start to turn around. I mean, it can drop one more time. You know, it could push through the level one more time. But honestly, long term, this thing is going to look to move back up to these highs, right? So on the weekly chart, as you can see, like I said, we are at that historical low. If you really zoom out, this thing is reading an inverted crown. Now, if you compare GBPUSD with EURUSD now, right? If you look, we are at historic lows with EURUSD too, but we took sell liquidity below that level. So, look, it's kind of lining up. Also, when you look at gold, you know, gold, it took out sell liquidity at these levels too. So, they're all lining up. If you look at GJ is kind of correlated with these pairs, believe it or not. It's, you know, it's kind of similar thing. You know, it's right below sell liquidity. We're at a level where we can technically start to squeeze. I know I got a little off topic with that, but I just wanted to point that out, right? So GBPUSD, like I said, historical lows, that 1.19650 support level, right? Now, when we break it down to the daily chart, we did drop below that level before we pushed back in. So sell liquidity was taken on the daily chart. So as you can see, we dropped, came back in, and now we found support at that 600 level, right? So now when we come into the hourly chart, what do we got? We got an inverted crown within all this price action. So, you know, we can technically drop down to that inverted crown and find support, trap bears there, but we could even drop lower. So, guys, like I said, you just want to wait for the session and react to one of the levels listed, you know. So if you want, you could just look at this chart, you know, try and copy it on your own, and yeah, react to the levels listed. If you got questions too, also, if you got questions, I don't want to leave you guys completely out there because this shit is fucking complicated. Shoot me a fucking DM. I don't want any money. I don't give a fuck about your money. I want to help you people. So shoot me a fucking DM. I will help you if I can help you. But if you're asking me questions that I can't keep up with, meaning that they're like basic questions, it's going to be hard for me because it's really hard for me to teach basic shit at this level, to be honest with you. It's really hard. So, but I will point you in the direction in a way for you to, you know, kind of catch up. So if you got questions, shoot me that DM, Instagram.com/ZeroDrawDrew. Other than that, guys, have a fucking fantastic weekend. Have a great fucking day. And we will see you when we fucking see you. Maybe I'll post a fucking live call this week if I'm feeling it. See you later, motherfuckers. Have a good day. Peace.